Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why the screen was black and there was no music previously shown. You could blame that on Gabe or Lyrico Dota. You could tweet him at Lyrico Dota and tell him to not leave black screens. Very unprofessional. I am Luminous, guys, and you guys are watching the Kiev Major. We are still in the C qualifiers. I'm joined by Ilson, who is quickly eating a Hot Pocket. You haven't actually had a food break yet, so you feel free to eat your Hot Pocket as I do a little bit of house cleaning, which we are talking about Execration sitting at 205. They're not mathematically eliminated yet, but they might as well be because they are actually on the bottom of all of the remaining teams that are still alive. RQ is out, PWW is out, but Execration needs to have everything in the world going right for them. Meanwhile, Geek Fam is currently at 4-3. If they win this one, they improve to 5-3, and that is important because Mineski and Geek Fam currently is both sitting at 4-3. So these last couple games is going to be quite important. I do want to quickly talk about the remaining games for both of these teams. Mineski, they have PWW, which is a freebie, and they also have RRQ, which is, I mean, Mineski has the bottom two teams, which they should be winning. But you know, it's Mineski, so you never know. And then Geek Fam, they of course have this match here against Execration. And they also have Bazaar, which is former WG Unity, who hasn't been playing well. And speaking of which, still has a shot of making at least into the tiebreaker slots. If you're a fan of C Dota, and you should be, because we've been having a lot of amazing games, we might possibly get into a tiebreaker situation as we're closing into this last couple of games, and there's a lot of teams tied together. But with all of that aside, let's go into the draft. We do have the Meeple Silencer combination, which is a combination that we've seen out of, well, basically every single Meeple team. And it's just good. It's just really, 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 really good. Geek Fam, though, does have the Centaur plus Slaughter, a lot of team fight, a lot of initiation power. But is it as good enough? As good as Meeple Silencer? We don't know.
Well, at least there's no Sand King, and like you said, Meepo Silencer, Meepo can just jump in and do whatever he wants, and with the cover of Global Silence, you might not have to worry too much about the Winter Wyvern ulti for some time.
You know what this Winter Wyvern means to me? It means that when the Meepo jumps in and the Global gets used, you better get that team fight done.
I think so too.
What I mean by done is you need to get at least like 2 kills.
Either that or you kill off Wyvern.
Sure, yeah, either way. Like, because if that does not happen, that curse comes down, and you're in bad shape. But it seems like Execration says, look, we're going to just completely overwhelm you. Even if our Meeple doesn't get a lot of stuff done, we're going to put down Tombstone, we're going to make you run. And I think running away from Meeple is generally a very dangerous maneuver because you're just going to get hunted down.
Yeah, well, right now it's just...
Oh.
Ooh,
we haven't seen this combination for a long time, right? The Slaughter Lifestealer combo.
Right now, it's just really scary for Execration because, you know, this whole combination thing is great and all, but I feel like it's just really lackluster if there's no disable to follow up.
What do you mean there's no disable? Their whole team is disable. They got Centaur, they got Slaughter.
No, I'm talking about Execration.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so if Meepo jumps in and you drop a global, it's like, doesn't feel like it's going to be enough.
Yep.
So
you know what? You know what I think they need? They need like something like a puck or something, or something similar to lock them down.
I think that's already out of the question though, because you already have your Meepo and your Juggernaut. So
I mean, offensive trialing Jug with Silencer dying. It's been done before, right?
That's true. Okay.
Actually, I don't know if it's been done before. I actually doubt it.
I doubt it too, but it is an option.
Just want to make sure that the Dota TV audio is on. I don't know. I hope it's on. I hope it's coming in loud and clear.
But yeah, you're right. You know, there is. I think is it? No, actually, I don't think Execration is the one who did this. I forgot which C team ran puck off lane. But that's definitely still an option if they wanted to.
Oh yeah, it was Mineski.
Oh wait.
When they picked it, we were both hyping it was Jay gonna be playing it, but RR picked it and then played it off lane, and we were both like, oh my god. I think it was actually ran with a Drow lineup too.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But speaking of which, you were mentioning that, you know, like Meeple lineup, even though you have the combo, if you don't have the control, is a big concern. And I think that might come down to the fact that you're drafting so many pieces around the Meeple that your team just lacks disable.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, I think the global silence is going to be good, but only up until a certain point. Once you start getting once Geek Fam starts getting items that can remove the global silence, it just becomes that much more difficult to take a team fight because let's say for example Centaur 30 minutes in has Blink Scepter and Lotus Orb. How do you fight into that anymore, right?
Well, let's hope that they get ahead enough so that that time never comes.
Remaining.
And they actually banned out the Bat Rider, which, you know, would have been actually my suggestion, because I previously suggested Puck for that kind of big AoE crowd control, but isn't it enough if you just get a single target lockdown, you quickly run that person over, you haven't used any of your combo piece yet, the Meeple plus the
10
Silencer,
seconds remaining.
and then you reserve that for the next hero. Is that enough? Like,
5
is this
seconds
bad
remaining.
good, you think?
I think so.
Reserve
It's like
time.
I think the Bad Rider would have actually been okay simply because
5 seconds remaining.
right now it's entirely up to a Blink Meepo to start off everything. So you definitely would want to have something else to start off a fight. I was gonna say Magnus when I just looked at the bans. I'm pretty sure they watched the last game. They don't want DJ to have Magnus again.
Okay. I mean, what is the hero that you're then thinking
10
of that's still
seconds
available?
remaining. 5 seconds
Centaur has been
remaining.
taken. Slardar has been taken. Magnus is banned. Tidehunter is banned.
Is something like Nyx
I-
good enough, you think? Like, out of the common offlane, Nyx is really the only one that has any sort of disable. Timber, obviously, is not really, does not fit the
No,
build.
I don't think you. Yeah, I think Nyx actually is okay.
Oh!
Man, what is happening? Okay, maybe Execration has reached the point where they're just like, all right, we're done. Let's mess around.
I mean, they are kind of done.
They
right?
are, right?
So, this is a tower sieging strat.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. I mean, I'm ready. You know, a team that has nothing to lose is the best team.
The
ever.
most dangerous team.
The most
yeah?
dangerous team.
Yep. Okay. And then Geek Fam, they're looking at this. How good is their counter push? I mean, Wyvern gives you quite a bit, but Wyvern by herself is not enough.
It's not enough. Yeah, that's it.
And then, of course, Ember doesn't have counter push, not like the old Ember where you could slight with Battle Fairy. So,
I mean, even if that was the case, you know, you actually need the items to get that done.
sure.
All right. I like it.
Undying Pugna, this is like very good on paper because it means you can't fight us here, right? Wherever they
10
drop their stuff.
seconds
Right.
remaining.
But you know what the problem is?
What?
They could just run away.
No, but no, but
5 seconds remaining.
but you know, you just said it yourself. This is a pushing lineup,
Okay?
right? When you're running a pushing lineup, you're just there for the tower. Who cares if they run away, right? You're just getting your objective. If
I
you
mean-
continuously run away, you're just gonna lose the game.
Do you
eventually.
think that's how it works?
Yeah, for
in
sure.
practice? All right, let me take you out of the prison, guys. We are free. All right, DJ's playing the Pugna. He's got boots first. All right, offlane Pugna to the max. I wonder if
You ever try it? 375 movement speed.
oh, dude, I go boots windlace.
Windlace, yeah.
Yeah.
The random build.
Yeah. Of course, Undying with the best taunt in the game will be joining him in the offlane. This is actually a pretty strong lane if you think about it. Oh, look at taunt.
Yeah, I just have him on auto follow. Have him on auto follow so that I can see him taunt.
What was the taunt that we were laughing at last time we were casting? One hero was like taunting on. So was it the lion? That was doing his little dance.
I thought it was Jab's Alchemist.
No, I don't think that was really funny though.
I don't remember then.
Yeah.
I mean, the only person I see constantly taunt is...
It was Prophet, right? Was it Ice Prophet?
I don't even think there was a Prophet ever picked.
30 seconds to battle.
It's not a hero anymore. Oh.
All right. Let's see how this works out. I actually want to see them make this work.
Man,
It's-
who's the potato that cast here previously? Oh my god, all of these settings are atrocious.
I'm sorry, it was me.
No, it was actually Lyrical.
Everyone has their own
Calling him a
preference.
potato. Oh my god, this is not the place, man. This is really not the play.
Are you sure?
I mean, they got the rune, I guess. Actually,
Look,
he's
look
gonna
at this.
crush. He's gonna have to use the K very,
look,
very
look,
soon.
You think he's gonna die, right?
The
But all of
K?
a sudden, he
Yeah, it
has a
actually
million
turns
life.
it around. Well, he's gonna still take a ton of damage, and now we're gonna see a secondary stun. He's gonna take at least 2 more hits here. Another decay coming off cooldown very, very soon. In fact, he's thinking about turning around. They did get the rune, and they probably need a shrine right now.
12 decay stacks. Oh no! He didn't wait out the decay stacks.
Ah, come
Alright, he's
on.
still full. Never mind. Alright, he's good.
All right.
Alright. Gabby. No, he's fine. They only gave him 1 tango. Execration does not like Gabby very much.
He's like, your meeple's not as good as a bed's, so you only get 1 tango.
Sorry to everyone watching. It's getting late. This is where all the casters here become incredibly stupid.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying fully professional right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry for assuming.
You know what assuming is? It's making an ass out of you and me.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah. That's such an old meme.
I know the meme.
That was actually like before meme even started. That was when I pronounced meme as memes. You know, I actually legit pronounced it because I didn't know what a meme was.
Okay. It's
Back
okay.
in the
You know,
days.
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I'm like, what is this meme business?
Goodness. This offlane is looking pretty strong right now. They can't even touch them.
Dire's
I
middle
actually
tower is
really
under
like this.
attack.
Starting bit. Oh, look at this taunt. Awesome.
It's really the best when your zombies is about to kill them, and you could easily walk up to kill them, but you just taunt next to them and
Okay.
let your zombies do the work. Oh, and you do while you're pulling as well, obviously. Increase the aggro range for the creeps.
I was gonna say though, like if you look at his starting item build, this Undying is like raid boss.
I mean, he knows, right? Remember, if you didn't have the PMS, he would have died in that
Yeah, for sure.
the rune tussle.
Lifestealer walking over.
A tool to teach.
Elo taking a little bit of damage at bottom lane, top
Uh-oh.
lane. Okay, is he gonna go down this time?
He
He's
he
still-
has soul rip, so
He's
I
gonna
don't-
eat a tango too. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
In fact,
He
it
just turns
says
around and starts
Crimson.
beating him up.
Yeah, Crimson.
Why isn't he taunting though? I think that's the biggest misplay here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, suboptimal.
Oh,
is
Rodkey.
like,
Trying to snipe a courier, but not gonna find anything here.
dude, he's still
Wow,
level
he's
1.
not even trying to snipe a courier. He's
Yeah.
just trying to find Gabby.
He could just die here, actually. I mean, Gabby has Geo Strike, right? Yeah.
No net though.
I mean, just hit him.
I mean, he just
Oh, he's body blocking the
crush
cap.
and walk away.
Okay, okay.
Well, stack does not work out. Oh, he
Oh.
drops the ward too.
Well, he needs to start to walk away right now, dude.
Geo strike. Oh, one poop.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
wait.
even poofed in front
Wait,
of him.
wait.
Can you actually like? Is it RNG where it poofs on your hero, or is it just like you could actually make it poof?
It's
in
all. I
front
think it always appears below.
below. It poofed in front of him. What are you talking about?
Did it? Maybe it's always in front of where where you face.
So you don't know what you're trying to say is?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't play Meeple.
You could
enough.
just say I don't know.
What? That's why I said maybe. That's why I said maybe it's behind you.
You're supposed to be the analyst here. You're supposed to give me all this valuable information when
This
I
is
need
not
it.
valuable information though.
All right.
This is minor information. All right. DJ is level 3. He has the arcane boost, and so begins the siege. This offlane tier 1 is already down 500 HP.
How does he have arcane boots already? I know he starts with boots, but you generally don't get that much farm in the mid lane.
16 CS, it's quite a lot.
Okay. Teehee being very aggressive, going on Gabby. Tower is hitting on Teehee, but he's fine. Top lane looks like they were making it go on DJ as well. DJ getting the silver up. The tombstone has been
Oh, he still
dropped.
has the decay.
Yeah, decay comes through, but they
Oh, he
killed the
misses.
tombstone already, and that ward also doing a little bit of zappity zap. Nobody dies, and DJ letting him
Oh,
fill the right
Rocky,
clicks.
is he going for the big plays? No.
I mean,
I think he was trying to find Mimic.
he just dies to decay, right? Like if he even comes close.
No, he has no mana though. But he does have 24 decay stacks though. So it's now starting to run out.
So talk about how single dimension is this lineup. Like, what would be a bad sign for Execration when they start this push? Like, if they just get 4-man wipe on the T1, do they just automatically lose the game?
I don't think so. I mean, to be fair, it's not as all in as it looks because you do have a Meepo and you do have a Juggernaut, and both of these supports actually scale pretty well into the late game. Silencer is one of the supports that actually does quite a bit of damage, and Undying with the Scepter, I mean, 10 strength is no joke.
Well, here's my concern with all of that, and I agree with all of the things you say. Like, they do have the scalability, they do have the cores. My concern is that if you do lose that first fight and you don't get a ton of objective out of every push you get,
Dire's middle
you gotta
tower
keep in mind
is
this
under
is a
attack.
lineup that has no disables, right? If you lose that one fight, you're likely to lose more fights in the future because you're not a team that could select fights on your own terms. I mean, I guess
I think it's kind of true, but Meeple farms so quickly. It's something that you can actually itemize for. Like for example, you could always go Dragonlance, Blink Dagger, and then just go straight into Sheepstick, for example.
Okay. Well, Gabby is currently farming as we speak, but he's going to get ganked right now. It's going to be a two-man crush very easily, and now Teehee coming in position. He does have the chains here, Remnant in, and that's going to be a kill. First, but onto the Meepo. That is as good of a start you could ask for against a Meepo lineup.
Yeah, definitely. Top lane.
Tombstone gets used immediately. One of the zombies gets used, or chasing on the dragon. Tomb is going to
nice
get denied. That's a big deny.
It's a really big deny, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, Shrine is back up. I mean, are they going to go Shrine?
Well, Silencer also porting up top. But so is Teehee. Teehee has a haste rune here, and he's looking to make a play.
Gabby is up here.
He's only got a single remnant, though. Is it going to be
Oh,
enough?
Silencer is going to get caught here.
Well, drops off a couple of nukes, 55. The heal's going to come through. The Ice Blast doing a ton of that damage. 55 is going to go down. And the haste rune, he's running everybody over. It's going to be Leomik going to be going down. One more right click, and now DJ also explode. I don't know, man. This might not be a suicide push strat, but it's not. It's still very fragile as a lineup.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, at this rate, if they continue to concede kills like this,
Right.
there is no push strat. They're not going to reach a tower.
Right, and what is their answer to Ember Spirit, right? Like, we're seeing Ember Spirit running around getting kills, and you could just contribute that to laning stage, and he's getting some good picks, but...
It's going to have to come through items. You're going to
So
have
Hex.
to... You need either Hex
Or Global, I guess?
Rod of Atos, or... even Diffusal Jug might be enough.
Okay. Well, here he comes again.
Oh no.
So, what is the answer to this? DJ is trying to run away, and he just dies. Tombstone is gonna die.
Deny it. Oh, 150 gold.
Yeah. So Teehee is actually Superman here. And in this world, there is no kryptonite. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
there
there
is. It's called Hex.
Big Bloodthorns off the... Oh, bottom lane.
Yeah, Nando just gives him the Omni Slash into a spin.
Fortified.
Finds the kill.
Dire's bottom tower
Commits
is
the
under
Mango, drops the healing ward. Trying to put some damage on this tier 1.
Alright. Some saving grace here for Execration fans.
Looks like DJ is opting for the drums first. Gotta get that movement speed.
Dire's
Arcade boot
bottom
win
tower
lanes,
is
400
under
movement
attack.
speed. Pugna is a race car.
Well, we've been hearing this discussion over at the hub is that HOD is just better than every single, or better than drums in every single way. And you're the only person that says, well, drums still has its uses. Is this one of the few games where drums
Well, it's not
does
about
have its use?
It's not even about the type of game it is. I mean, it is true, right? It gives you movement speed.
Is under attack.
Right.
Helm the Dominator does not do that for you.
Okay. And I guess more importantly, it also gives mana regen, which for Pugna, it's like, it's really, really important for Pugna.
Yeah. And the funny thing is they don't have any disables, so
You just need to
you
run
gotta
faster.
run faster.
Okay, fair enough. You could pick up like a Centaur Stomp from an HOD. That's already better than everything else that they've got.
Okay.
Or pick up that, the tiny Satyr creep.
In that case, I think after Pugna finishes his drums, maybe he should make Helm of the Dominator for 1 disable,
Okay.
and then Silencer starts saving up for Dominator, so they have 2 disables, and
Is this
Undying also gets a 3rd one.
Is that the TI-8 winning strat?
That's how you maximize disables when you do not have disables.
Okay. I'm not sure whether I endorse that message, but it is a suggestion from our Nexon champion here. Are you a
Dire's
Nexon champion? If
middle
you're
tower
not,
is under
just
attack.
take notes.
Yeah, tell him. Oh, and we're off to a good start. Juggernaut is working towards that Dominator.
All right. I mean, he understands
He
that
understands.
we need to disable.
Radiant's top tower
I
is
mean,
under
let's be
attack.
real. Juggernaut picking up HOD is just standard.
It is very standard.
He's not even thinking outside the box. It's just a good item.
And Silencer, not even close to 6 yet. He does have the tome, but he needs a little bit more. But like you said, you know, not having disables, even if you do have the global, what do you open up with? Meepo is working towards the Blink Dagger. Maybe they wait for that.
Yeah, I think because of that point you brought up, the global timing in this game is not that important. Like it's more up to the meeple, right?
A tool to
Oh,
teach.
mid lane.
It's
Swat
gonna
out the
be a roll
meeple.
around. Remnant back in here. Actually not hitting too much of that damage. Two-man crush though into a two-man ice blast. Now
Oh,
more Remnant
where's
coming
the
through.
damage?
Gabby taking a ton of damage. That
Oh,
curse.
DJ.
DJ ripped immediately. Gabby though will survive. Ice blast not gonna be enough to take him down. And now Gabby with the full HP meeple will turn it away. Raji
Radiant's
barely
top tower
survives,
is
and
under
Nando
attack.
ports in and says, "Where's the party at?" Everyone's already gone because you got no disables. You locked in place.
Well, at least they managed to save their Meepo, which is definitely better than, you know, it's better that your Pugna dies for the
Radiant's
Meepo.
bottom tower is
Teehee
under
moving
attack.
forward, does he want to change this up and go for a play?
Wait, he
Oh,
still
look
has
at the
soul
damage. Jeez.
17 one charge.
Yeah,
Gabby is getting closer to that Blink Dagger.
and I think this is the right choice. Right? Some players select for even a second Dragonlance. I don't think you could delay it this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Radiant's bottom tower
But
is
they
under
are
attack.
keeping their eye on Gabby. They want to make an attempt here. If he dies here, it's going to be
Oh,
bad.
He's gonna die here. I don't see him running away from this one.
Is under
Yeah,
nuke?
it is
Two
just a
nuke?
chain stun. And now Teehee even ports in. That is just a guaranteed kill. Teehee on a killing spree with that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You know, I just don't think this is a very good transfer of Execration.
Dire's middle tower
Well,
is
they
under
did get the
attack.
mid tower.
Okay.
Radiant's
It is
bottom
it's a
tower
start.
is under attack.
I mean, to be fair, you know, they're down a bit right now, but they have not fought with full 5-man lineup. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Psionics
Okay.
is in a little bit of trouble.
He's just rage TPs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not enough damage.
Yeah.
I think if Juggernaut was level 12, there is some potential.
With the Omni Slash. That's fair.
Radiant's bottom tower
I like
is
how you
fallen.
just didn't commit his Omni. Like, he knows it.
He
Even
knows.
with the one Omni, it's not going to be enough. So I guess Execration right now, they are just global pops out. Where has it been used?
Huh?
I think he just wants the enemy team to know that he has it.
Dire's top
But
tower
now he
is under
doesn't.
attack. Dire's structures are
How do you say that
fortified.
with a straight face?
I mean, the
that's just
message
a-
was sent.
It's just a mistake. Savage.
Oh, was it just a misclick?
Dire's
It's gotta
top
be.
tower
I thought there
has
was some
fallen.
strategical implication behind that one. Well, tier 1 top also goes down, and my point before that global was used is that I think Execration just needs to wait for a timing window where they have the Blink Dagger, they have the global, they have maybe level 12 on the Juggernaut, maybe DJ picks up a team fight item, and then they just,
Radiant's
with
middle
that very
tower
short
is under
timing window,
attack.
they just gotta go, right? Because you were mentioning, you know, the Blink Dagger's coming out here from Geek Fam. Once Geek Fam itemized for the global silence, so between them picking up Blink on Meepo till Geek Fam getting a ton of their own items up, Execration needs to like knock down every outer tower and perhaps even threaten high ground.
I don't even think they can do that anymore. They just feel like they're so far behind. Oh,
Ooh, Nando, great spin, quick reaction. All right,
dodges the gank. They do have the Blink Dagger now, but I don't think they're strong enough to actually take these team fights. And
I think Meepo could at least like pick a couple people off, right? Maybe you don't get a full team fight going, but if you start removing one or two heroes off the map, you could, you know, get other opportunities going.
yeah, maybe. They almost have the global up now. I think that Pugna actually might need a couple more levels first. I think you want to... Oh. Found the Silencer in the jungle. This ward snags him a kill.
Nando gonna spin things away. Tombstone gets committed. Are they gonna focus on a tomb? No, they're gonna disengage.
Yeah, I don't think you want to fight into that.
And thus is the problem of things like Nether Ward and Tombstone. They could just walk it off. Or fight into it, you know, whatever they want to do.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that they are the ones getting siege. Oh. Nando just died.
Yeah, okay. And now they're
Oh,
jumping back
Gabby?
in. Gabby misses this entire
Oh,
combination.
no. That was the first reveal of his Blink Dagger too.
Yep.
Nothing is going Execration's way. And
No, it's not looking good.
I don't know. I feel like I can't really blame them, right? They're in this position where it almost seems like they are pretty much like eliminated, right? Is there any real fighting chance that they can still stay in?
I mean, mathematically they are in.
they are. They can make it in, but
Yes.
it's like like you said, everything has to go right for them.
I mean, starting with this game. Let's go. If they can get this Roche steal. I mean, they got global up, right? Now jumping back in, Gabby, the global comes up with the rage!
Oh,
Has
he
already
raged
been
his
used, and
fire.
now Gabby thinks about going for Roche. I don't know about this. Lumic's already in there.
Oh, this ward is placed very well.
Okay, now Solara dropping extremely
still
low,
have
but they just
Tombstone.
walk away!
They still have Tombstone. Oh, and Nando accidentally committed the spin. I think he should have just used Omni Slash. I actually think it's worth it.
Alright, well, everybody just resets. And then now there's no global. Geek Fam could just go back into the Roshan pit. Will they? That's the question. Rocky doesn't have his blink yet, but Mr. Velo does. And now it looks like Execration is just going to give up the Roche.
I think they have eyes on it. They have a rough idea of where they are. They see the Lifestealer in mid lane. There's no way they're going to try to do it without Lifestealer. I mean, I don't even think they can do it without Lifestealer. Going to go back to farming now. Try their best to wait for the next global before they take a team fight. But to be fair, I think even without global, they're still not, that weak.
Oh, we'll have to test that. Lumic is going to get found here in the trees. Stampede even being committed here. Velo probably expecting a little bit more behind the tower, but the one is all he's going to get. Miyoragi going very deep behind the enemy lines here. He's going to take a full blast of the flames, but here comes the cavalry. Velo drops off the package. And Sionex is going to get the quick kill. It looks like Slaughdar is going to go down. Unfortunately, I believe to the last word.
Yeah, easy +2. It's a start. Now he has 2 extra intelligence.
Okay. Geek Fam gonna take a tier 1.
Unfortunately, the Slardar is dead, so going for that Roshan is a little more difficult. Purge. This Satyr Banisher is not going to die. He's so fast. He's 700 life left. He's so annoying.
Do you walk back, purge him again? Show him what's what. Alright, checking out net worth here. It's only 1,000 gold lead, but just the way that these heroes scale, just the way that we've been seeing how these fights develop, 1,000 gold lead might just will be GG, because Execration should be the team that's leading very heavily because of their
Meepo.
capability of taking towers.
Well, it's also because of Meepo. Meepo is, one of the heroes, similar to Alchemist, just has a huge net worth because of how the hero works.
Right. Well, assuming he's just AFK farming, which he hasn't been, right? He's really forced to fight with his team.
A lot of pings coming out. They're going to go for the smoke. Here we go. Global is up. They also have 1 ward. And they see everything that's happening. They could just jump for him. He has to be careful.
Global is going to pop out right now. Are they going to use the curse to save his ally? No curse committed just yet. Now the curse is going to come out here. And nice, Decreptify.
Oh.
What a save here. And he's going to be fine here. Rocky coming back in. He wants a Meepo. Meepo in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down, but he poops a couple of Meepo in. And Slaughter is going to be dead. The Micro for Gabby. Looks like he's going to go down. No! Another Decrep's going to save him, and Cynex is going to look to pour it out. It's going to be enough damage. Gabby blinks back in, trying to get the kill.
Oh my goodness.
They don't get the kill, but off the plays of Gabby.
It wasn't even Gabby. It was DJ.
DJ too. I mean, they both play really well. Yeah.
All right, so we were super confused about the Pugna pick, but now it is so apparent what this pick was meant for.
Well, I'm not sure if it's meant for it, but this is definitely a very strong side benefit that he's giving to the team, right?
This is the counter to the counter. You decrep whoever gets Winter's Curse.
Sure. I mean, you could even make the argument that Meepo, going for the shotgun, normally a very good Meepo item, but also has the extra extension, similar to the decrep from Pugna.
Yeah, definitely. Damn, that was sick.
Yep. Twice in a row, right? And, heroes like Lifestealer, they don't want to switch target. They just want to gun somebody down. But he was not able to do that. Well, that fight definitely gave a lot of hope to Execration fans out there. Look at it go graph. All right. Sorry I ever doubted you, Execration.
Yep. Why would you ever doubt them?
All right.
I'm watching Psionics do this creep camp. It takes forever.
It's just he's almost getting out regen, but
I feel like he should have used his armor in rage.
sure.
All right, let's take a look at the net worth. Both of the cores farming really well. I mean, even before that team fight, they were already farming pretty well, despite all that's happened.
No, that team fight really shot them ahead. I think the network was pretty even.
It was pretty even, yeah.
And then the team fight and then the Roche like really propelled the Radiant team. So, all right, Nando going for the Manta Style first, which is pretty standard when you're up against amplified damage. Quick and easy way to break it, but like to see him go back for something like a Diffusal and then a Blink, just to allow him to go to the back line to start chopping some people up. Once he has Diffusal and Blink, you could treat him as a combo piece,
Yeah,
almost
for sure.
to the Global Silence.
Looks like he is going to follow that route, but he's going to get the Blink Dagger first.
Are fortified.
Mid lane. Kind of surprised Execration or just
Dire's
letting him
bottom
get so much
tower
damage in.
has fallen.
Global?
Oh, net, no global just yet. There's a global. The Use Scepter has been committed, but the Centaur blinked it. He's
Oh,
going to
look
be
at
dead.
this.
And now Slaughter needs to jump away. Omni Slash going to get committed as well.
They see Teehee.
Yeah, two
Teehee
dead.
has
Teehee
one
jumps
more
away,
left.
but that refreshes the curse here from the Silencer. He's still being slowed down right now. He pops the Flame Guard to block a lot of that damage. Gabby, Blink coming off cooldown in about 3 seconds.
He's
Blink
actually
into
gonna catch
shotgun.
him.
Blink, net, shotgun. He blinks into the fog. Sees nobody. Teehee with a nice juke to the left. But remember what I said during the draft here. They need to do a lot during that Global Silence, and they did there, right? They killed the Silence. They killed the Slaughter. They
Centaur
killed
as
the... Sorry, yeah, they killed the Centaur and then the Slaughter. And then they forced the Ember Spirit to use Double Remnant to escape.
Got a tier 2 out of it as well, but they do lose their top tier 2.
Okay.
And yeah, it's all of a sudden this Meepo looks unstoppable.
Do you think a lot of it is Geek Fam not really respecting what this combo can do? They're like multiple times in a row, they're just getting caught, right? The first time, you can't really blame them because, you know, Ember was just farming in the mid lane. But second time, under the tier 2.
I think you're right. Well, he had the Yule Scepter, and so that's why he was able to survive.
Okay.
But everyone else was there too, and I think that they can't, you know, stand so close.
You know, we saw him Yules, but we also saw him barely making out.
That's true.
Like, even, like, let's say it's just Ember by himself. He Yules himself and break the silence. I think he still dies there. Like, the only reason he did not die was because Execration went for the Centaur and went for the Slaughter. And now, well, he has the Yules. Can he make it out? He gets
No,
silenced.
he got silenced.
Okay, he heals away, and he should be able to jump out.
Okay.
And this is where you see, like, you know, Gabby needs Hex. Oh, now they want to fight this. Velo goes right in for the Meeple.
look
Tombstone
at the
gets dropped,
Tombstone
and
and the ward.
Ragi needs to run right now, and he does have a valuable package inside of him. Centaur, first one to roll down. Ragi does get healed up. Cynex trying to port back out, but that means Ragi's going to be dead. And now Wyvern on the left side. He gets seen by Gabby. The first net's going to miss, but the Meeples are going to be poofing in. Crimson's going to fly over the tree lines. Hope it's going to be enough. He's looked to port out. Net is
he
going to
dodged
miss.
the net. Oh, that
Okay.
net just misses. Well, you know, we were talking about how Execration is going to be a rough game for them, but this is without Global Silence, and that team fight still went so badly for Geek Fam.
Yep. I mean, again, it's Geek Fam. Look, okay, to me, Geek Fam has the opportunity to say, we're going to select how every single fight in this game goes, right? They can either avoid the fights or look for them, and it feels like they shouldn't be fighting at all because they're just not winning these fights.
Well, we also thought that there wasn't any disable, but it looks like Meepo Nets is more than enough to get everything killed.
Right.
It's not just one disable, it's 4 disabled.
Well, if you hit them.
4 nets.
DJ's going to come around on the back line. I mean, do you agree with the ultimate point I'm making, which is I think Geek Fam is doing a very poor job of selecting the fights that they want to be fighting?
I think you're right. They're just not. What is happening? Oh shit. That was scary. Teehee going deep into enemy territory. I think you're right. They're just not. They're not respecting this Execration draft, just like how we did it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they were winning the first half of the game too.
There was no global. It was a very well placed Tombstone. A very well placed Tombstone and a Nether Ward. And actually, Nether Ward's only level 2 as well.
Right.
And you know, Aegis on Meepo, it's just not something you can fight into.
Okay. I mean, then, you know, how does Execration advance their game plan, right? Is this the stage of the game where you start pushing towers? It seems like they're
I
not
don't-
really actively doing that either.
They're not. I don't think they're in a position where they have to be that worried. Like their late game is really strong. Their Meepo is, you know,
Radiant's
farming
bottom
very
tower
well.
is
So is the
under attack.
Juggernaut,
Right.
and both of these supports also scale very well.
Dire's top tower is under
This game just looks
Radiant's bottom
really good for
tower
Execration
is
now.
under attack.
Okay. They are going to remove a tier 2, and
Dire's top tower
not sure
has fallen.
whether they are ready to go up to the high ground just yet. Meeple's Aegis timed out not too long ago. But I guess they're more worried about these creep waves on the bottom side of the map first.
All right, Diffusal comes out. Juggernaut has his items.
Yep. Gabby working towards the Hex. I think once they have the Hex online, that's where Execration will make probably a big play. Smoke into a kill, and then that's probably just Rax.
I think it's not only that. They are probably going to wait for the next Roshan as well. They'll wait for... they should wait for Gabby's Hex. They should wait for the next Aegis, and then they should go.
Okay. I mean, once Gabby's Hex is online, I think, like, if he gets a pick on the Life Stealer, you might as well, you know, poke at the high ground a little bit.
Yeah, that's true, but that's what the Pugna's for. Got that Aether Lens as well. You can really chunk towers down just by spamming the blast.
I mean, the sad thing is I think Meeple still push faster than
oh
Pugna.
yeah, for sure.
So,
It's just that this is like a very safe
sure.
route to take if they do decide to go for that. And well, he finished his sheep stick, and I don't think they know about this. Teehee might be killed here if he's not careful.
Yeah, and Teehee has been playing extremely cocky. Because up to this point, there's really nothing that could punish him.
I think he just saw it though. Well, he is going back for that Lincoln's, making sure that he is not going to die to the sheep stick.
All right, here comes that smoke. I think they might have actually smoked right under War Vision. But Dire doesn't seem like they're backing off just yet, so it's going to be good here. This is going to be a pick on Velo. Oh, Velo gets Blink, and where's that Purge? No Purge just yet, of course. Oh, he just runs away from the Purge. Tombstone does see Velo on the high ground. He's trying to pour it out any way to cancel it. Oh, what a play here. The life drained, and then the crept, but the rest of the
Gabby
team
is
was
still smoked. He might find someone.
Do you think just Blink behind that
I
tier
think
two?
so.
Yeah.
They should drop a ward for him immediately so he can go.
All right, that's exactly what they're doing.
Dire's middle tower is under
All right, here we go.
Oh, what happened?
He just blinked in and
Just
on
Nano
it.
blinking in. Now the
Here
rest of
comes-
the team is blinking in. The
Oh!
Purge is going to go down on Wyvern. The Hex go on Psionics. Psionics trying to armor toggle. No toggling through that one. And that just could be the game.
I think that is just the game. There's no buyback. You're going to lose
Dire's middle tower
2 racks. I think they just go for 2 racks here.
middle tower.
I mean, I'm sorry I ever doubted Execration. Because, oh, let's be real. For the first 14 minutes of the game, they were getting wrecked.
Dire's
It was like 0 to 6 or 1 to 6 or something.
Dire's middle barracks.
This is,
Dire's
you know,
top tower has fallen.
I wasn't feeling too strong for Execration either, simply because they just got out of a really rough game.
Right.
Has fallen.
And that was one of the main reasons why I kind of doubted them, but you know, once again, their backs are against the walls. They have to do something in order to improve their chances at going to the major, and holy shit, what a game from them.
I know, man.
Where was this Execration earlier on?
I mean, I think their Execration that you saw against the Faceless was not bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately it was faceless.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
right.
this is pretty clutch.
Never refuse gold given.
All right, now Juggernaut's gonna go back for the Aegis.
Tactical pause. Guys, what happened here?
How's this tactical?
They gotta discuss what went wrong this game. Not that it matters because it's best of 1, but you know.
I mean, this is a very important match for Execration, for Geek Fam as
It
well.
really is, yeah.
Yeah, they would kind of firmly lead against Mineski, but instead they're gonna be 4-4 if they do lose this. Roggy blinks in, hits absolutely nothing, and now Roggy gonna get
He's
purged
get
up.
purged.
Yeah, he's probably gonna die. Oh, well, he gets some physical invulnerability, but I'm not sure how much that matters. Rocky is going to get hexed this time around. Omni Slash still not being committed just yet. They're going to just keep on life draining him. He's dead. Cynex is going to pop back out, and now Gabby coming in from the back line. I don't think he wants to initiate into the curse just yet. Global Silence not ready at
Whoa,
the
they
moment.
spotted him.
Oh, they jump in, and he's going to be dead. The curse is going to come through. And one of the Meeple taking a ton of that damage, but of course the Crep's going to come through to back him up. And now 55 goes forward. That's going to be Roche. They don't even need a chase.
This is actually one of those games where I just look at how the way the game is going and looking at their draft. There is actually pretty much no way they win these team fights, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, they just lost a team fight when the enemy team didn't have global. And now 55 just got it off cooldown. So imagine if that one there has a global in between.
I'm really trying to come up with a way they can win this team.
So where did it go wrong? Like, where did it all go wrong? Because from a Geek fan perspective, they won the lanes.
I think the biggest thing is actually that's the strength of this draft. You even said at the beginning, Silencer Meepo is insanely strong. And that was their downfall. They underestimated just how strong this Meepo Silencer combo was.
Oof. Gabby went for a kill, but of course there's Lincoln's finish on Ember, so he's fine.
The moment they finished Blink Dagger on Meepo, with every global, they managed to find a couple pickoffs,
right?
A couple of tower kills, and
well,
at some point they just couldn't even take a team fight against them anymore because, like you said, they have to dictate where they're going to fight. And Execration was just getting all of the objectives on the map, and Geek Fam had to make a decision whether or not they're going to concede all of these objectives or take a fight. And unfortunately for them, they tried to take fights, and they just lost all of them.
Yeah. Really, to me, it was really that first major fight. If they had lost Meeple there, like right from the get-go, after he blinks in, I think the game would have still gone much better for Geek Fam. But those back-to-back decreps here from DJ, it was,
that was actually a game-changing team fight.
Yeah. Gabby
Gabby
blinks
jumping
straight in.
in.
Global's going to get used, and Slardar joins the fray.
again.
The Cynex is in there. Look at how much damage you're actually taking. Meeple's dropping pretty low as well, but the Crep is going to save him. He gets purged, and he might still be dead. No, he forced that back out. He's going to be fine. And DJ just sucking off his teammate, giving him all of that HP regen.
Oh my goodness.
So much the Crep. DJ best medic.
This is
NA.
so beautiful to watch. That is sick.
And that's game.
I really wished I saw Execration playing like this earlier on.
Yeah.
Look at 593. This is some BM. Where is Undying? He needs to be taunting.
Oh, dude, this is the best moment.
This is the best moment with the taunt. Dude, he better start dancing.
Is he dancing?
He's not.
Misplay.
Really, truly a misplay.
All right. Well, you see these buildings.
Look, he's getting pinged.
Where's the dance?
Where is it? Wait, he needs to start dancing now.
Oh, he's getting healed by DJ though. It's fine. He's just walking it off. All right, now they realize the root of the problem. DJ is just sucking off a creep.
he's so hard to kill.
All right, this is
Oh,
next level
Nando, is he
BM.
gonna go down?
Yeah,
Oh, he's out of mana.
It's because DJ didn't heal him.
It's because DJ had no mana to heal.
Well, I mean, all right. Well, this game went from 0 to 60 like super fast. Okay, everybody,
That was
flying back.
awesome.
Yeah. Gabby, of course, getting decrep. He's fine. He has Aegis still, so.
Of course, Execration not ending the game.
Ah, the creeps are doing it. The
He
creeps
is not
don't
letting
throw.
it in.
Wait. Gabby. Completely chainsaw.
Oh,
decrep.
One decrep.
I don't even know how DJ's clicking through so many different units.
Well, that wasn't him though. That was his own
that was his
ethereal
own.
blade.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. All right, DJ. Oh no, that was his last back. Or
Wait, what?
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Joe.
DJ God.
All right. Well played.
Oh, that game was sick.
That was fun.
That
a
was.
fun game. I mean,
I think Execration are just having fun. I mean, look at them. They're like spam pinging each other, doing the most clowny stuff. This is when teams play their best.
yeah. I mean, I feel for Geek Fam because that win would have clutched them as a spot into the playoff.
Yeah,
But
that's rough.
you can't take anything away from Execration, right?
Yeah.
Especially after a very poor laning stage start. They just like, yep, we're ready. Gabby's has Blink. Let's go. And they all win.
I mean, to be fair, they lost a lot of kills, but the net worth and the EXP was like identical. It wasn't that terrible.
I believe coming up next we have, I think, Mineski versus PWW, or do we have the Bazaar game?
I am not sure, but
Yeah, we're not really sure.
we're not really sure. Personally, PWW versus Mineski, I'm gonna boldly claim that Mineski is gonna win that.
And then for Faces versus Bazaar, you're gonna boldly claim that Faces is gonna take that as well.
Yeah.
But regardless of what game we're casting, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be back for the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. You can follow Aosin at Aosin Dota and myself at Luminous Inverse. We'll take a break, guys. We'll be back.
E-gaming bets.